Tuple is a collection of Python objects much like a list. The sequence of values stored in a tuple can be of any data type. Let's go ahead and create our first tuple. We will call it tuple1, and it will be simply equal to empty parentheses. Now let's create a tuple of string values. We will call it tuple2. PHP, Python, Ruby, and Java. And let's print that. We have a tuple of string values. We can also use indexing to locate values in the tuple. So let's say, for example, that we want to locate the second item in the tuple. So we'll use index1, which will be Python. Let's say that we want to locate from the first item to the third item. So we will say from 1 to 3. So if we have 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, the indexing system will not count 3. So it will count from 1 as specified, then 2, then it will stop at 2. It will not take in consideration the third element. Let's check if we will make from 0 to 3. We are expecting to get from PHP to Ruby. Indeed, PHP, Python, and Ruby. The same thing if we will not specify the 0. Good, let's move on. We can also create a tuple of integer values. So we will call the third tuple tuple3 equal to, and we can say 10, 20, 30, and 40. So we can also create just a list, and inside our list we will have simple numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we can use a function called tuple. So we can print directly, and we can use that built-in function, and we will pass inside our list. And it did the same thing. So tuples can contain any number of elements and of any data type. So let's create a mixed tuple, and this will be equal to, let's say for instance 100, Tokyo. Let's have false, 52.2. And that's it. So this is our mixed tuple. We can also create a tuple with nested tuples. So let's create tuple A, and this will be equal to 0, 1, 2, and 3. Tuple B, and this will be equal to, let's say again, our programming languages. So we'll say Python, we'll say Ruby, PHP, and Java. And our last tuple is tuple C, and this will be equal to our both tuples, so tuple A and tuple B. And if we'll print tuple C, we will get the tuple C, which contains both tuple A and tuple B. We can also concatenate the tuples. Let's have tuple X, and this will be equal to just numbers 10, 100, and 1000. And let's have tuple Y, and this will be equal to, let's put inside some Japanese food. So let's say sushi, onigiri, ramen, and soba. Let's create tuple Z, and this will be equal to tuple X plus tuple Y. We have now successfully created a new tuple, which is tuple Z, that contains both numbers and our Japanese food.